Good evening. Welcome to my end of the week recap here for the S&P 500 and plan ahead for next week. First, I want to go to the plan that I was looking for on Thursday. Had resistance areas set up here at the red line, which is the 50-day simple moving average. The yellow line is the 21-day exponential moving average, and blue is the 8 EMA. All of these lines I was looking at for resistance here, or a breakdown below this blue line. So price action opened up, pushed up higher. Nice resistance off the red line initially, came down, broke the opening price. So from that point on, I was automatically looking for a confirmation of my trade plan to trade short versus these levels. Now, I did end up taking one trade here on the day. You can see I got in the 275.5 puts here at 111, trailed me out on this break above at 98 cents. Also, you can see right here, I was about, we'll call it 45 minutes to an hour too early for this move because this did roll down, tested VWAP, broke straight below it, and ran all the way back down to make a new low in relation to the opening range, and left a lot of profit on the table had I held and just simply waited for that pain. Was not the case, so ended up taking my loss. But towards the end of the day, saw 270 was holding, tremendous amount of block trades started coming in, some volume started hitting the tape, and got in the 26 March 273 calls here at 55 cents. On the gap up open, I did close half of those out here at 70 cents. Now the reason I bought those, that volume, just because the volume came in, was not necessarily a reason for me to take a trade. The volume at the location that it was at is why I took the trade. That was exactly where the 8-period exponential moving average was, and I was at least expecting somewhat of a push up towards the end of the day and into the open for Friday, which is exactly what I got. Now I had absolutely no idea or no way to tell that it was going to gap up and push up like it did for the whole day on Friday. So anyways, half out here at 70, the other half did trail me out down here at 50 once it broke back below the opening, I'll call it 25-30 minute range, and just kind of trailed around ever since then. Now towards the end of the day, once price action broke above this 273 level, held above, and got some good volume coming in, I did take another trade in the 16 March 280 calls at 70 cents following some volume. Price action pushed up pretty quick, went ahead and locked some in up here at 84. I will be holding those for at least halfway through next week if all goes well, and looking for a move above this high right here of 275.5 roughly. Probably going to come up here and test this 280 level where the previous breakdown was, where it initially gapped down and started pushing down much lower. Just like in Apple, we have another very strong bullish pattern right here off of what should be considered a very strong support into a consolidation area. Could be considered a flag as well. And how I draw these flags, you can see me do it in real time now. Just simply the flagpole, create that same length from wherever the buying looks like it initiated. I'm going to go from right here around the 8 EMA, which puts the price target up to around 290. Now that's an overall price target. Price action is probably going to hit 300 at some point. We'll see how much volume it takes to get up there, how long it takes to get up there. But last time, once it started getting up there pretty close and everybody else started saying, oh, 300's coming, 300's coming, 300's coming, that's when you knew it was the top, and market makers also knew that. They knew a lot of people were chasing, all the big and big funds wanted to unload, so they need those buyers to unload too, and this is the result. So anyways, that's enough of me babbling. I'm going to go on to the 30-minute time frame here so I can lay out my plan for what I'm looking for on Monday. A lot of levels below price. That means I'm going to be looking at support plays. If price action opens up, comes back down, just hovers around this 274 level, this previous trend resistance, I will take some more calls here to add into the position. So what it says here, add to 285 calls, maybe even 275 calls 1 week out. If price action pulls all the way down to the 50 SMA, I'll be looking at 272.5 calls right here. Yellow line is the 21 EMA. I'll be looking for 272 calls, and blue line I'll be looking at 271 calls. So that's what I'm looking for on Monday. We'll see what happens. If price action gaps above this level, this 275.5, I will wait a couple of minutes, 5, 10, 15 minutes, to see what happens if price action is going to accept that gap, or if it's going to roll over and profit takers start coming in to sell. That was a lot. Okay. That's my plan for the S&P 500. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Feel free to sign up for the Trade Crew chat room. It is free, and we can chat as we trade, and you'll see my alerts live. Have a good weekend. Good luck.